Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VV OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say, where's Dashi? Dashi is currently in New York still. Be back there at some point. So OMI on the day is up 0.1%. It's not really up or down. It's just pretty flat at 0005971. If it goes back to like 00056, 57, I will get a little bit more. But right now we're just hanging there. There's a bunch of stuff on VV that I want, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But let's see how the rest of the market's doing. Bitcoin up to 64.4, up 1.3%. Ethereum up 1%. BNB and Solana and Lido Stake all up 1%. XRP's pretty flat on the day, down about 0.1, kind of neither here nor there. Dogecoin up 2%, Toncoin up 4%. Cardano down 1, Shiba Inu's flat, Avalanche is up 3. Kind of a mixed day, but for the most part, things are up. And again, I think this time last week, Bitcoin was at like 56.7. So now it's 64. Pretty nice. Flow, my main man. Flow is up to 92 cents. Let's go. Definity up nicely on the day, as is a couple of other things. In case you missed it the other day, I'm up to 186.3 million OMI. I will, again, the goal is still 200. If I can go past that, great. If not, no big deal. At least down at these prices in like the 0006 range, I would say probably have another month or so up until they give out OMI to NFT. And even if we get OMI to NFT, which I think we'll get in Q2, I don't know if that's necessarily going to start burning things. We might have to wait for OMI to bronze tickets in order for that for that burn to take place. Once we start burning, I think we'll have a really, really nice price spike. But again, we don't know when that's going to be. Even still, so hopefully I have like another month-ish, give or take, month and a half, maybe even a couple months. But I'll still be buying at anywhere in the 000s. I'll still, as long as like money keeps coming in, I'll keep buying even in the 000s. If it goes to even like 002, I guess I still probably should, because that's still like a DCA for me. I'm at like 0035 for an average. So just been trying to get that much lower. Because again, for example, let's say I put in like 600K. You guys could put in 120K and match what I have. So again, it's not a bad time for me to dollar cost average. In other news, before this video gets too long and before people start dropping off, we have Colin Dorman over on Facebook saying, watch out for these fake email phishing scams. This is not fake. When they say, we've noticed your VV account, you haven't used your VV account for quite some time, and as per our VV terms of use, your account has become dormant. And if you don't have that, if you're not active, your account will lose. Like if you receive that email saying your account is dormant and then you don't do anything for 6 months, they will close your account. Be advised, this email, I guess, in certain ways from some people could be fake, but as long as the email is from noreply@comms.vvmail.me, then that is legit. That is a legit email. I know there's some people saying like, oh, well, why are they going to close our accounts? Well, again, that's just their terms of service. We all agreed to it. We all agreed to that as soon as we signed up. Anywho, moving on. I went over this the other day, but a lot of people are not, I feel like nobody else is really talking about it. When David was on stream, it was a couple days ago, and you see his background. Yeah, there's a couple cool things there, but mostly I really want to take a look at Rick and Morty. That has been on there for quite some time. Obviously, you have the Wolverine comic, which we might get more towards around San Diego Comic-Con, just as the Deadpool and Wolverine movie come through. But yeah, that Rick and Morty, I really, really like. I'm really hoping we get something like that. All right, so there is a giveaway for Assassin's Creed. We'll get into the money on that in a second, but win a 1 of 5 Assassin's Creed Amunet physical collectible given to us by the wonderful team at Ubisoft. I really wish they would have tagged them in this. How to enter the upcoming AR giveaway. Again, this is a 1 of 5. Film a video and take a photo or take a photo of your new Bayek digital collectible in AR. That's the one that got sold today. That dude is hardcore. Like, he's like the OG, like original. Basically, he was like the first assassin in the order and founded it. And he's also the descendant of all the other assassins. And he just straight up unalives people, and it is epic. I love him. Anyway, after you take a video or a photo of your new Bayek digital collectible, just share it in the comments down below on that VV official post, the one that looks like that. Once you do that, just follow VV official and Assassin's Creed, and then tag 2 fellow gamers. The giveaway begins when the drop opens, that was earlier today, and they close on 9 May at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They'll pick 20 entries and put them to a community vote on who the 5 winners will be. And then they'll announce the winners on May 13th. And again, even though he's kind of like an OG and a lot of gamers really like him, didn't do that well. Since 1927 minus 1507, there's actually only 420. Everyone comment blaze it down below for the 420 that were sold. That's only about $21,000. $21,000 dollars. Which we've had a couple comics that have gone above that. That 30,000 range I think is pretty good. We're only at 21,000, so the drop was really not received too well by fans. I don't know what they could have done to make it better. Again, he's a really, really cool person. He's a really cool character. It's just there's not really too many of those video game people on here at this moment. Where are my peeps at? Comment down below if you got one. I guess I got to go over this. Candy Digital will be selling a Bat-Cal artwork collection series featuring unique, ultra-limited edition artwork from DC artists with a chance to collect a one-of-one from different artists. That part is pretty cool. Artists include Ivan Reis, Dennis Cowan, Joel Jones, Nicholas Scott, Oliver Coipel, Amanda Connor, Jorge Jimenez, and Frank Miller. Frank Miller's the big one. Most of the collections will be limited to only 60 editions with a one-of-one NFT. Within each collection costing $250 each. This is $50 off of what the original Bat-Cals were, and I really hope this brings a little money to Candy, because remember how the first Bat-Cals thing went, where you had people on there say like, oh yeah, we expected to sell out, and there was 12,000 of them, 12,000 over 300, and I think they sold maybe a couple thousand, and then they burned the rest. So I hope that because now we're in the early bull market, and because now people have a little bit more ETH, they have a little bit more money to spend, 250 isn't a total amount, and you have that chance for that one-of-one. Again, Frank Miller's collection will only be limited to 40 with a one-of-one NFT within the collection. The drop price for his artwork will cost $500. The sale begins on May 6th. They'll end on May 10th, so they have a nice 96-hour window in order to do that. I'm really, really hoping that they do something and they make a little bit of money, because right now a lot of these other companies are spinning their heckin' wheels, and they're not making money, and they are, some of them won't survive. Some already didn't survive. Recur. Anywho, moving on. May 4th was yesterday, and people are a little salty that Star Wars didn't do anything. Yeah, Mr. MC1 says, hey, Disney and Star Wars waited for a Star Wars drop on VV Official on the 4th of May. WTF happened. Quite silly to not have something on VV, your earliest and largest partner, on such a big day. Your strategy has me puzzled. I don't buy stuff on smaller platforms, nothing against those that do, but this is a vendor-centric crazy stunt, not a customer-centric strategy. 2025, I hope you focus on putting the best product in front of your biggest audience. He adds Disney Plus, Walt Disney World, Walt Disney. I think the only person he really needed to go and at was Star Wars, because under Disney, even though it's a Disney brand name, it's still like its own company underneath Disney's umbrella. But anyway, he's tagging everyone. Yeah, I mean, VV did say, hey, happy 4th, and they posted a lot about it. I don't know what their plans are. I don't know if it's something that it was up to. I mean, I feel like if it was up to David, they would have had something on that day, or maybe it was up to David. If maybe it's like, hey, we want to make sure we have a lot more people in here when we release, Han Solo, or when we release, Chewbacca or Chrysanthemum, any of the awesome Wookiees, or we have a bunch of these stormtroopers. What about the clone troopers? What about the Roger? Those droids. Like give us. I mean, there's a lot still left to be done. There's almost an unlimited amount of characters, and we only have a couple lightsabers. But yeah, I think David might want to have a little bit more of an audience before he releases some of these. And then it's possible that he does. It's possible it's up to Star Wars. They want to do something else. But again, if I'm Star Wars and I'm looking at the previous drops that we've done on Cryptoys, and how little money that brought in, I don't know what the heck they're thinking, giving Grogu and Mandalorian 2 Cryptoys as a first appearance. Like that's majorly so. And I have a ton of Flow. Obviously, Cryptoys on the Flow blockchain. What's good for Cryptoid is good for Flow, vice versa. But yeah, that was, if I was Star Wars, that is very, very silly. Some things that I have purchased. Mr. Sinister, number 98 for $28 hairs. I'll say this right now. If there is anyone that is looking to sell any Marvel Mighty for under 30 gems, sub 100 Mighty, under 30 gems, I'll buy it. I don't care if it's something that's really cool or something that's really, that nobody cares about, like the Eternals. I will buy them. Let me know. Also, I can't believe I got number 69 Mystique for $69 hairs. That was, oh my God, that was great. Something I see right now that's a good deal, like Cyclops is like $40, and the sub 100 number 86 is $79. That's literally less than 2x the price, and he's a rare first appearance. Somebody go get that, please. Something else that I've been keeping my eye on that I have talked about before, the Lucky Rosso Gold. Lucky Rosso Gold, I have two of them. One I bought at $539, the other I bought at $500, and there was one like a week or two ago that was up there for like $399. And I was thinking about getting it, and I was like, I could buy more OMI with this, and I didn't get it, and somebody bought it. And now we have one that is $499, and if it gets a little lower, maybe it doesn't need to get to $399, but if it gets to like $450, I'll probably buy it. Now, be advised, I already have two of these. So I'm not trying to like pump my bags. If anything, I shouldn't say anything until this price goes lower. Then I buy it and then I talk about it. But again, just keeping y'all abreast of my moves. I believe that when South Koreans come in, and they're probably going to do a little bit of marketing for this, and it might not be Blackpink, it might be anyone else under YG. But if we do that, if they do that, they're one of the things they're going to look at is a 1 of 80 of these. And I have 2 of them. Somebody has 4 of them. I think Rolex has 2. I mean, if you take a look at Matt Gondek, and the one that he had with Homer Simpson is called Big Trouble. Big Trouble is a 1 of 24. Sorry, it's a 1 of 20, but they kept the first 4, so it's actually a 1 of 16, which is like, okay, that's really rare, and the floor is $5,600. Okay, let's use that as a starting point. Matt Gondek is pretty popular, and the Big Trouble Homer Simpson guy also pretty popular. Well, if it's 1/5 the price, or if it's 1/5 the mints of the Lucky Rosso Dragon, which is Tokidoki, and Tokidoki is far more popular, let's just call them even popular. Even though Tokidoki is far more popular, let's call them even. If they're even popularity, and Big Trouble is 1/5 the mints, again 16 times 5 80, and you know that Lucky Rosso is 1 of 80, well then the Lucky Rosso should be 1/5 the price, but it is not anywhere near close to $5,600 floor. It is a fraction of that, literally like a tenth of the floor. So again, just giving you guys my reasoning. Energy Tours is 4 million MCP, 15 days to go until he's level 95. Oh my God, what a handsome man. Oh, and speaking of May 4, Digital Collectibles says Ukwas dak Pundwakina, which I think the literal translation is where is the closest refill station. And this looks like, I guess it looks like it's Jawa. So you know those little, those little guys. So maybe we're getting that like from Mandalorian, because in the Mandalorian they have this giant machine, and maybe we're getting Jawas. I don't know. Hopefully we get them soon. There are some deals on this app today, boy. We had WC3NTE go in and purchase a Spider-Man Secret Rare for $2,900. Now, I know that was kind of a one-off. They're closer to 4K right now, but oh my God, that was stupid low. He saw that and he immediately sniped it. Again, right now I think they're like $3,800, $3,900, but get $1,000 off. Couldn't pass that up. There's a sub 100 Todd that is like under 4K, and there's a sub 100 Riso that's like $2,200. There are some really good deals out there right now. And just because this person, I don't think this person has ever, I've never had a positive interaction with this person. This person, at least from what I see, always goes and has is wrong about things, always assuming the wrong things. I don't think they've ever found anything that was legit or proposed or hypothesized anything that was legit. I won't dazzle. They're saying, oh, mint number 1 Thor of Thor. This is an airdrop. Oh, Mr. Rolex. Was this an OTC deal? Is Vivi doing bad things? And clearly it was not. If you do just a little bit of research and you look at it, you say, oh, okay, this is a 1-of-1 proof for Jane Foster, and it was just an artist proof. And he paid fair and square almost $2,900 for it. Oh my God, the fudders are just absolute. And I don't even want to say just the fudders, because there are people that just, they're fearful and they're just uncertain. They have doubt. Whatever. That's cool. Criticism, legit. But when people like lie, they cherry pick data in order to try to make VV or Comey look bad. It's like, this is why nobody respects you. Partners was at like 1,500. It's at like 1,650 now. But yeah, if Partners goes down to 1,000, I'll grab one. I don't expect it to, but if it does, I'll grab one. The London police had something really cool with General Akbar and their most recent form of art, and David used his title, "The Force is Strong in You," spelling it as his last name, which I thought was fun. He also responded with the bow for Assassin's Creed. He reposted that, and then he liked my tweet yesterday where I said, "Hey everyone, in case y'all missed my live or went over this, these emails are actually legit as long as they're from noreply@comms.vvmail.me. Just, it's legit." Free Comic Book Day is May 8th. That's Wednesday. VV Comics, I don't know what they're going to do, but we'll do something. Greg McClure saying we must protect the mighties. He bought a Black Panther Secret Rare for $666. I think the floor is $900 right now. And speaking of people buying things, let's go over the top sellers. We have Majin Jesus. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference. That is a great name. Majin Jesus, which sold 38 collectibles. Brock McBlockchain sold 45 collectibles. He's selling a ton of stuff, like literally right at capitulation, like right at the lowest point. Kind of wish he wouldn't, because I love him and I want him to have the best life ever. But anyway, selling a bunch of his stuff. He sold 45 collectibles, and you have Clever Jerk, which he bought a couple of things recently, so this was probably funding it. He had sold 491 collectibles. He's still in the number 51 wallets, almost the top 50. Then you have Curtis M. Cooper that had bought 374 collectibles. You have Stefane08, which bought 405. And then you have Bounder Yo, which is finally in the top 10 after buying 1,743 collectibles. I will say this again. Bounder Yo has bought 1,743 collectibles just this week. And there are a couple of people that had bought hundreds of collectibles that are not in the top 3. You have Jayco, or let's say Bezojman. Bezojman has 48,000 collectibles, bought 150 this week. We have Jayco as the number 2 wallet, bought 233 collectibles this week. Mr. Rolex bought 196, and Husk Show bought 304. What is going on that these people are buying hundreds of collectibles and they're not in the top 3 as far as top buyers? It's because you have so many people buying so many things. The people that say VV's dead, they're crazy. Crazy. Have I told you lately? Sorry, it's a Victoria Justice song. I love that song. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. Class dismissed. Bye. Meow, meow.